Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Today we're going to replace the drive cable on a Toro Recycler 22. This is a really easy job. If yours is broken, this will make it super simple for you. It's, I think, 3 screws and a tie strap, and that's it. People think it's a lot harder than it is. So, all you new people out there, don't forget to subscribe and hit that little notification bell. We appreciate it, and it's free. So, let's get started. Okay, today we're going to change this cable. As you can see, it's just a little bit broken. And the tools we're going to use for this are tools that everybody's got. I'm using a screw gun just to make it fast. And I always keep these around, but I don't always use them. We're going to use some cutters to cut the tie straps off. Flathead screwdriver, because we're going to need it to Ouija this around. And we need to remove this and then the front cover. We'll go ahead and take this end off and then we'll move around to the front. And changing one of these cables is so easy, it's not even funny. The only tricky part is this part right here. And depending on the style of yours, it might actually be a lot easier. Some of them have this little clip on, and that's easy to do. When you get this type, we'll pull it off. When we put it back on, it's a little harder. So we used our 7/16 on that. Okay, let's put our bolt here. Oh, let's put our boot here too so we don't lose it. And we're just putting this back together because we're going to go underneath the front end of the mower now. We don't want to lose our parts. Okay, let me move you around to the front. And I'll move you to a shorter tripod. Okay, I have to edit that because you'd get seasick when I spin the camera onto the different tripod. So let's go ahead and pick the front end up. And I'll put you under here where you can see what's going on. We're going to go ahead and remove the 2 bolts that hold this cover on. There should be one right here. There we go, there's one. And the other one will be back here hidden. Someplace, there it is, right here. And that's it, that cover comes off. Now for this part, the only thing we have to do is take this apart. Let me scoot you out of there. To take this off, I usually just use pliers to do it. See, we'll pinch this right here, pinch the little wings that come off on it. And this isn't going to be a problem because the cable's loose, so it's not going to be in the way. There we go. And now your old cable's off. Save for a tie strap. And we'll cut the tie strap and put the new cable on. So now if you made notes of how your cable went on, came off, then putting the new one on is super easy peasy. Do this, we'll shove this in a little hole. And that's it for that end. Let's go ahead and put the cover back on and get her back together. Now, one of the little tricks to these is make sure that you line up with your little dirt line here. And then when you put the screws back on underneath, they'll go on super easy. See, I've got the little line here so I can tell where the edge of the cover was. We'll hold our cover right there. There you go. Let's scoot you back under so you can see what's going on. I'll put the first screw in. Just that easy. Remember, you're screwing into plastic, so you don't want to screw terribly hard. The second one went back here someplace. There it is. And that's it. Now we move over to the front. And let's get it done. So for the handle, we'll switch back to our 7/16. And this is where we're going to use our flathead, because getting the cable in here can be a pain with this type of clip. There are 2 or 3 different types of clips holding them on up here. But the part that usually scares people is the underside. And as you can see, the underside, the only thing involved is taking that cover off. It's easily peasily. So now we're going to take this and we're going to lay it like that. And we're going to use our screwdriver to open this up a little bit. So you'll push and twist a little to make the hole bigger, to make the slot bigger, or whatever you want to call it. Arg. Oh, dropped a nut, but there she goes. She's on. Excuse me. And we're almost done. As you can see, we're putting the nut on. We're not necessarily tightening her up. Now, with this bolted on, we're gonna, she won't quite fit. So let's do this. We're opening, see, I'm putting this in and wedging it back and forth so that the cable runs through. Now we'll attach it to the handle. Pull the cable through just a little bit farther to give us some slack. There you go. Now we'll attach it to the handle up here. And then pull it back until you feel a little bit of tension. Right about there. And you're done. The only thing you do, tighten the screw up. And put tie straps on as you prefer. And that's it. It was just that easy. Replacing the drive cable on one of these only takes a few minutes and a couple of basic tools. Now you don't need a screw gun. You could use a ratchet or whatever. You're not going to want to use wrenches on that because they're kind of hard to get to. But with the socket, you can knock it out in 5 minutes. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.